Welcome to episode 9 of the Let's Go Viral show with Dejon Brooks. And today we're going to be talking about the power of visualizing. And that's crazy. The reason I kind of hesitated at the beginning was because when I said episode 9, I was like, whoa. I remember 3 weeks ago when I wanted to make a podcast again, some sort of like talk show. And I realized the power of this format. I didn't realize that like you can like just like record yourself talking about like whatever subject that comes to mind, and then you can upload that as like a talk show episode. And once I figured that out, I mean within 24 hours, this talk show was born, and I'm already 9 episodes in, and that's just crazy how everything just kind of comes from a thought. So we're gonna be talking about that today within this episode, and I got so many things I'm gonna be covering. But before we hop into, I just want to say that this episode is sponsored by. Let's get a little drum roll. It is sponsored by me and my software company, TrendWatchers.co. I pretty much help creators go viral with trends through my software, TrendWatchers.co, and it really notifies creators about like different trending topics across 50 different categories across multiple countries. So make sure you go down below and just create your free account because that tool is just absolutely amazing. But that's all I want to say for that. Just go make a free account and go see how it works for yourself. But back to this episode, I have like a really nice agenda sketched out for you guys. First, I'm going to be talking about like what is visualizing. We're next going to go over kind of like how I discovered this concept of visualizing through a course I purchased before in the past. It's like my first high ticket course, $2,000. And then we're going to go over the importance of habits, and I'm going to go over the things I was able to achieve in my life by really going and just like visualizing things that I wanted to achieve. And I'm going to give you guys a nice little takeaway as far as like some homework to do to go out there to turn your dreams into reality. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff to uncover within this episode. So let's hop right into it. So the first thing I want to say, I forgot where I saw this from. Um, Look around you. I don't know if you're like some of you guys may be driving, some of you guys may be like sitting in your bed, like looking up at the ceiling while listening to this while going to bed or whatever. That's what I like doing. Or you may be at work doing some mindless tasks, listening to like some audio podcast or whatever, or this, and take a look around you. Are there chairs around you? Are there tables around you? Look at like the um, anything cool around you, and look at it. And what if I told you that like that thing you're looking at, that phone, that piece of duct tape, that whatever, that building you're looking at, that plane you're looking at, that was an idea in someone's head. That thing did not exist. It was actually just like a thought. And with work, that thing was able to come into its physical manifestation. It was able to go into its physical form. But it first started off with a thought. And the same thing could be said about your dreams, ambitions, things you want to do, and things you want to do with your life, places you want to go, places you want to go to. The same thing applies towards that as well. It all starts out with a thought, and I think there was a quote somewhere that said that anything a man could think of, man can do, and that is just so powerful. And the second you can truly come to understand that, and you may be like, yeah, I believe it, but like, do you truly understand that? But the second you truly come to understand that truth, and you really believe in yourself, like I mean, like you're a dangerous man or woman. Holy cow! I mean, you can. I mean, literally take over the world. It is crazy as far as like what you can achieve just by thinking of it, And that's what I'm going to be talking about within this episode. Really, the power of visualizing, and the reason why lots of people don't do great things is because like one, they don't really believe in themselves. They believe in themselves all the way up to like their comfort zone, kind of like their peak or whatever. But like we're talking about like going outside of that, 10xing that. Not too many people can really do that. It kind of hit like those superstar levels. And I think it's like the thing that separates like a varsity high school athlete or from a Olympic level athlete is really their mindset. Like the high school athlete, they're like, oh, I want to be the fastest in the school. But the Olympic level athlete is like, I want to be the fastest in the world. And by really having that shift in perspective, and also by um, just like lots of visualizing, like with work, it's eventually gonna be like become true. It's gonna turn out into its physical reality. And I actually didn't have this written down, but I actually first discovered visualizing back in cross country. That's speaking about like sports, high school sports. I remember I was sitting in my coach's class. It was after school, and we had a race the next day, like Saturday morning. It was like a Friday afternoon, and I remember he had like the track like put up on the projector, up on the screen, kind of like the track. Like, okay, there's gonna be a turn here, a hill here, all that stuff. This is gonna be mile one, mile two, and mile three. Finish lines right here, all that stuff, right? And I remember he said we're gonna do a visualizing exercise, and he told everyone to close their eyes. And then I remember we all closed our eyes, and he was like, "All right, imagine you're standing at the start line. You know, like you're around like all your other your teammates and everything, and you guys are like finishing up the last of your warm ups, and then um, you hear ready, set, and then you hear like the gunshot from the gun indicating the race has started, and then you got that first 100 meters. You're trying to like get yourself in the front, getting your pace and everything, and then you make it to turn one, turn two, turn three. Oop, you hit mile one. You're running, you're getting exhausted, but you just keep on pushing. You know, like you just keep on running and everything, and then oop, mile two, and then you're on that last mile, just giving it your all. It's hot, you're sweating, you feel like giving up, and then boom, you cross mile three, and then you cross over the finish line, giving it your all, giving it your best sprint, and boom, you got a PR for your race. And I remember we did that exercise, and I remember in my head like, wow, like what in the world is this? Like this is whack, you know? That's kind of what's going on through my head. I don't even think I really did the exercise. I just kind of like went along with it. I thought it was goofy, you know, like visualizing what the world. Like let me go. Can I just run the damn thing, you know? I think that was my first exposure as far as like visualizing. But I truly, and keyword there, truly did not understand the power of visualizing until I was 18 years old when I purchased $2,000 course from Sam Ovens, consultant.com. It's got a new owner right now, but it was owned by Sam Ovens back in the day. And first of all, that was a lot of money for me back then, and I was like, shoot, like this thing better work. So, like the second I got access to it, I watched that thing religiously, and there was so much life-changing content in there. But the thing that really just like changed everything for me was week two. Week two was like their mindset training, and wow, just like the leaps I, not the leaps, but like the things I learned in there were just so valuable. And it's crazy, like, and the stuff I learned in there, it wasn't anything like rocket science. It was like basic stuff, like how to like set goals for yourself on a yearly, quarterly, monthly, weekly, daily level. How to, that's just like good habits. I ended up going minimalist. What else? Just so many like like just like basic stuff to really, that basics good habits that really set you up for success, and um, so that was one of the stuff that was in there. Another thing that was in there was this concept of called the separation. So there was like these two worksheets you had to fill out. The first one was about like your current self, like who you are right now, this second, and there was questions in there talking about like this like what do you like doing, what things you hate, basic questions like that. And then you got to answer those same questions, like what are your weaknesses, what are your strengths, and then according to your goals, you got to look at your goals and you got to be like, okay, what type of person do I need to become that is capable of reaching these goals? And you fill out that second worksheet, kind of like creating a video game character of yourself, attribute wise. And then once you're done, you just go out there and apply it. And like that is so. I still use that to this day because like 2 plus 2 equals 4, right? Right now we're getting 4 because that's where we're at right now currently in our past actions, which is the 2 plus 2. That's what's got us here. So if we change our input, our habits, stuff like that, there, we're gonna be able to change like our results, the end product, and that's how you're able to go out there and just really, like change your life, get different results, and all that stuff. So I learned that, and I also learned affirmations. He had like this little principal worksheet, and there was like affirmations on there that you had to read every morning and every night. I did it for about like 3 months, and then I just you miss one day, and then whoop, you're down a slippery slope, and like, dang, 3 weeks on gone by, like, yeah, that was me. But those affirmations, they were so powerful. I wish I had them right here in front of me, so I could read some of them to you guys. But those affirmations, it was pretty much saying that like just like amazing fundamental truths, and pretty much like it was like working into my subconscious that like, hey, no matter what I put into my mind, like I can go out there and do it. And no matter it doesn't matter what is true, anything is true as long as I go out there and put like the work into. I forgot how that went, but like just putting these like amazing beliefs into my head at 18 years old. Also learned like vision board and the weekly planning and everything. But like the big thing I got from this course was really like visualizing. I figured out a way to really just like how to integrate it into my daily schedule um, on a regular basis so that I'm able to just like just be able to do cool things. Not every once in a while, but consistently hit my goals. And okay, maybe something didn't work out, but find something better. Like just be able to like always. It made it easy for me to like improve myself by 1%. And I don't have this added in here. Maybe I'll talk about it towards the end, um, during like the things I achieved, but like the importance of really building up your wins. Let me write that down real quick. I'm gonna just write down the wins. But I really learned, like, I truly learned the power of visualizing back when I was 18 years old when I purchased this course. And this also taught me the importance of habits. So, okay, like you go out there, you visualize yourself having like the business, the users, the money goal, the house, the car, the girl, the guy, whatever. Um, but like visualizing, like it can only take you so far. You got to go out there and you got to take action. Visualizing is the first step, like having that mental picture of you already having it. The next thing you need to do is you need to go out there and really just like put in the work. Like just like ask yourself, like, okay, like what three daily habits can you do that'll make it easy for you to um that'll automatically like allow you to like reach whatever end goal you have in mind. So for me, I want to have like a big social media empire. So I record like one long form YouTube video every single day, one short form YouTube video every day, like short form content. And then I also got like these talk show episodes doing some of this right here, plus a few other things as well. But like daily habits like that, if I do it, imagine doing that for like 3 to 5 years, like something's bound to like pop off, go viral or something. So ask yourself like, what daily habits can I do that will make it easy for me to turn this dream into reality? And then once you identify those habits, as you're going through them, like envision yourself like already having that end goal. Not as in a way to rush the process, but to make the process super enjoyable. I remember back when I was building trend watchers, I was um, whenever money was tight, I'd go get a job at a temp agency. That third shift too. For those who don't know, third shift, that's like you clock in at like I think at like 5, you get out at like at 1, 2, 3 a.m. I forgot when third shift is, but yeah, no, I think that was maybe second shift. I think third shift is like overnight, maybe like from maybe like 10 or 11 or midnight to like 6 in the morning. Like I forgot when third shift was. It's like it's been a few years, but like I remember clocking in the work. And when you go to these warehouse jobs through temp agencies and stuff like that, there you tend to like lots of people like from your lower class, like your smokers, your drug addicts, people like that. Maybe some kids right out of high school. Um, I'm not calling them stupid or not the brightest. Just like their mindset is poor. If that makes sense. Like they're always complaining when they come into work. They got the nice car, the nice shoes, and everything. Their mindset is poor. And I remember working with them, and they'd always like just like have like always be dreading coming to work, that negative talk. But me, on the other hand, I came in there with a vision. I was like, all right, when I get this paycheck on Friday, I'm about to go put it towards some ads. I'm gonna go like get this designer. I'm gonna get this, that. Like I was taking that money and applying it towards my dream. Like I was plotting my escape out of there. But And that's really the power of like when you visualize and you have those goals in mind. Like you could literally be like shoveling like crap all day long, and you're gonna be the happiest person in the world because you're going somewhere and you're enjoying the moment. You're like, oh, like shoot, I'm gonna put this in the story too. Like I was shoveling that crap from like midnight to like 8 a.m. Like it becomes part of your story. And this is the key for really enjoying the process and really finding happiness in the moment. It's really through, you have this end goal in mind, you're envisioning yourself already there, but you got to put some work along the way. And as you're working, you're kind of dreaming of you already at this end destination, and you're kind of like appreciating the moment. Like God, like this is the groundwork. This is part of the process, and that there is where true happiness is at. And I'm willing to sit here and argue. I'm willing to sit here and argue that like I think you'll be even more happier going along the journey rather than reaching your end destination at that end goal. So that's kind of what I would say there, and that's really the power of visualizing. Like not only as far as like going and reaching your dreams and your goals, but also just like enjoying the process. So that's something I really wanted to mention right there. But really, by me doing all of these things, I'm only 22 years old, and I've been able to like do like so many things, like write for entrepreneur.com, become like a famous YouTuber, make like two software companies with over like 12,000 users in total, have this talk show, I like freaking wrote a book, TED Talk. I mean, so many things, and it all came from me just like visualizing, not only in the beginning, but also as I was going through the process of turning that idea into its physical reality. And there's three stories that I want to share really quickly. So I remember with entrepreneur.com, I wanted to become like a writer, like a freelance writer for them. So I remember I submitted my application for them, and after I hit submit, I already envisioned myself going and like writing the articles for them. My name on the right below the article headline, some of our articles hitting like the front page, which did happen. And after I hit submit, like I checked my email every single day for 3 weeks, and I never heard back from them. So I was like, oh, I probably got rejected. And then something told me to go and check my not check my spam, but like do like a little like a deep search in my inbox. And a deep search is where you just like searching a keyword on the top bar on your phone. So I did that. I typed in entrepreneur.com, and then boom, I saw the acceptance letter. And I was like, holy, it is really happening. And I was able to turn that into reality by me first visualizing myself becoming that writer, having the viral articles, having my name on underneath those article headlines. So yeah, that's kind of how I was able to use visualizing to achieve that. Even for my TED Talk, this one here happened, I mean, literally a few days ago. After I hit my round two submission video, after I sent that in, I envisioned myself already like having like the acceptance email, me pushing out the announcement on social media, all my friends or family are hyping me up and everything, and then myself giving the talk. I already envisioned that. And as the next couple, as this past weekend went by, I kept on doing that. And then on Monday, when I got the acceptance email, like I got accepted. I was like, holy cow! Like it actually happened. Like this visualizing stuff. Like I know it sounds kind of whack, but this stuff works. Even with like trend watchers in my book, like I envisioned myself like having the software company with all the users on there, or having that book with with it saying Amazon bestseller or whatever, and by me like visualizing it first, and also visualizing myself going through the process, it eventually came into its like physical reality. Like that is the power of visualizing. And one thing that'll make visualizing like a lot more easier and to help your success rate is to stack your wins. When you really stacking your wins, that's pretty much the way to build confidence. Stack your wins, and when you stack your wins, your belief in yourself goes up. And when you combine that belief in yourself with the visualizing, like, I mean, amazing things will happen. And also the belief in yourself, it'll make it easier for you to go out there and take action on whatever you're trying to do. So, um, I guess like as a little takeaway for this episode right here, like visualize. Like it could be in the morning, at night, throughout the day. Like think of your goals, think of something that excites you, and visualize yourself already having it. Because I promise you, like as you visualize, like amazing things will come to pass within your life. But yeah, that's pretty much it for episode 9, the power of visualizing. Hopefully, you guys got a lot of value out of this episode. And besides that, I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.